Bills of exchange. This is a 5 marks question in class 12 or board of intermediate 5 marks, senior inter 5 marks question. Goods are sold or purchased on cash or credit basis. There are two types of transactions, cash transaction and credit transactions. Goods sold by the seller to the purchaser. The purchaser immediately paid cash to the seller at the same time. That is known as cash transaction. No relation between the seller and buyer. Immediately goods delivered from the seller to the buyer and buyer immediately cash paid to the seller at the same time. No relation between the seller and purchaser or buyer. In credit transaction, goods sold by the seller to the purchaser. The purchaser, that amount is paid to promise to the seller in a certain date. The relation between the seller and the buyer is known as creditor and debtors relationship. And explain, for example, simple example. A is the seller, B is the purchaser. A is the seller, B is the purchaser. Goods sold by the seller, goods sold on credit, goods sold on credit to purchaser. Seller goods sold on credit to the purchaser. It is the credit transaction. Seller is the creditor. Seller is the creditor. Purchaser is the debtor. The relationship between seller and purchaser, A and B relation is creditor and debtors relation. Seller is the creditor. Goods sold to the purchaser on credit basis. A sold goods on credit basis to B. A is the seller, B is the purchaser. It is the credit transaction. Credit given by the A to the B. B, that amount is paid in future. A certain period is given by A to the B. That amount is paid. The promise is given by the purchaser to the seller. That amount is paid in a certain date. A is the creditor, B is the debtor. Goods sold on credit. The relationship between the seller and purchaser, creditor and debtors relationship. There are the agreement between the A and B. There are two types of agreement: oral agreement and written agreement. Oral agreement is not valid in the court of law, and written agreement is valid in the court of law. The written agreement is known as bill or promissory note or check. Bill, promissory note or check. The written document is called bill or promissory note. Bill or promissory note. A written document is given by the debtor to the creditor. That is valid for the in future. That amount is not paid by the debtor to the creditor. Creditor proceed and submitted into the court, that written document. The written document is known as bill or promissory note. In India, credit instruments, Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, there are three credit instruments. In India, there are three credit instruments. One is the bills of exchange, the second one is the promissory note, the third one is the check. There are three negotiable instruments in India. A sold goods to B on credit. A is the creditor, B is the debtor. A draws the bill. Who draws the bill? A draws the bill. A written document. Who draws the bill? A draws the bill and send it to B. And send it to B and the debtor. That bill is sent it to the debtor. The debtor accepted the bill. Accepted and signed. That is not a valid. Bill is valid after signed the debtor. Who draws the bill? Who written the bill? Who make the bill? That person is known as drawer. Creditor is the drawer. Who makes the bill? Who written the bill? Creditor is draws the bill. Is written the bill. He make the bill. That person is known as drawer. That bill is sent to debtor. That bill is sent to debtor or acceptor. Debtor or acceptor. That bill is accepted by the debtor and signed by the debtor, and that bill is returned to the creditor. Bill drawn by the creditor. That person is creditor is known as drawer. The drawer, that bill is sent to debtor for acceptance. Debtor, that bill is accepted and signed and returned to the drawer. That is known as bill. Both parties, that is known as bill. In drawer point of view, that bill is known as bills receivable. Bills receivable. In drawer point of view, that bill is known as bills receivable. The creditor amount receivable from the debtor. That bill is in the drawer point of view, that bill is known as bills receivable. In the debtor point of view, that bill is bills payable. Bills payable. Bills payable. Both parties, it is known as bill. Written document is known as bill. In drawer point of view, that bill is known as bills receivable. In the drawee point of view, debtor point of view, that bill is known as bills payable. It is a credit instruments. In India, credit instruments, Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. In India, three negotiable instruments, credit instruments are there. One is the bills of exchange, the second one is the promissory note, the third one is the check. First one is the bills of exchange. Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, Section 5 defined the bills of exchange. A bills of exchange is an instrument. A bills of exchange is an instrument in writing. In writing, a bills of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order, not a condition, unconditional order signed by the creditor or maker or drawer. Signed by the creditor, drawer or maker, both are same. Maker, drawer, creditor, signed by the drawer or maker, directing directing a certain person, directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money, to pay a certain sum is mentioned, amount is mentioned in the bill, payment person is mentioned in the bill, directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to order of a certain person, only to drawer, only to or a order of a certain person, second party, third party, and bearer of the instrument. On the end of the period that bill is kept, which person that bill is kept, that person is known as bearer. That bill is transferred from the one person to the another person, that is known as bearer. And transfer, that bill is valid for one person to the another person for credit transactions. That bill is transferred, money transferred to the one person to the another, just like a bill is transferred from one person to the another person, that is known as bearer instruments, transfer from one person to the another person, that is known as bills of exchange. A bills of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker, directing a certain person a certain sum of money only to or to the certain or to the order of the certain person or bearer of the instruments. It is defined by the Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 section 5. That is the definition of the bills of exchange. A bills of exchange in an instruments in writing an unconditional order signed by the maker, directing a certain person a certain sum of money only to or to the order of the certain person or bearer of the instruments. That is the definition of the bills of exchange. And the features of the bills of exchange, all the included in definition, all features are included in definition. First one is a bill of exchange must be in writing. A bill of exchange must be in writing. రాతపూర్వకంగా ఉండాలి. బిల్ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి? రాతపూర్వకంగా, రిటర్న్గా ఉండాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫీచర్ ఆఫ్ బిల్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్. ద సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్ ఇట్ మస్ట్ కంటైన్ an order, not a request to make a payment. Who are written the bill? Creditor written the bill. Only order. It must be contain an order. Creditor written the bill, an order to pay the debtor. Order, given a order, not a request, given a order. It must contain an order, not a request to make a payment. That is the second feature. The third one is the order of payment must be unconditional. No condition mentioned in the bills of exchange. షరతులు ఏమీ పెట్టకూడదు. షరతులు లేకుండా, కండిషన్స్ ఏమీ లేకుండా బిల్ అనేది ఉండాలి, ఆర్డర్ అనేది ఉండాలి. ద ఆర్డర్ ఆఫ్ పేమెంట్ మస్ట్ బి అన్కండిషనల్. షరతులు ఏమీ లేకుండా ఉండాలి. నువ్వు పే చేయకపోతే ఇంకో ఫైన్ వేస్తాం, ఇంట్రెస్ట్ వేస్తాం, ఇవన్నిటి అన్కండిషనల్. కండిషన్ ఏమనేది మెన్షన్ చేయకూడదు. ద ఫోర్త్ వన్ ఈజ్ ద అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ బిల్ మస్ట్ బి సర్టెన్. A certain sum of money are mentioned in the bill. 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 20,000 or fixed amount is mentioned. 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000. The amount of bill must be certain. A certain sum of money is mentioned in the bills of exchange. That is the another feature of bills of exchange. The date of bill clearly mentioned. Date must be shown in the bills of exchange. Sixth one, it must be signed by the maker or drawer. Must be signed by the creditor. Who are make the bill? Creditor make the bill. Creditor is the maker. Creditor must be, maker must be signed in the bills of exchange and sent to the debtor. Debtor accepted and signed. Next one, it must be accepted by drawee and signed on it. The bill is sent by the drawer to the drawee for acceptance, and drawee accepted and signed on it and written to the drawer. బిల్ ఎవరు రాస్తున్నారు? రుణదాత రాస్తున్నారు, క్రెడిటర్ రాస్తున్నారు. ఎవరైతే బిల్లు రాస్తున్నారో వాడిని ఏమంటారు? మేకర్, డ్రాయర్. బిల్లు కర్త అంటారు, డ్రాయర్ అంటారు. ఎవరికి పంపిస్తున్నారు? రుణగ్రస్తుడికి, డెటార్కి పంపిస్తున్నాడు. డెటార్ ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు? అంగీకరిస్తున్నాడు. యాక్సెప్టెడ్ అని చెప్పేసి రాసేసి యాక్సెప్టెడ్, అంగీకరించానని చెప్పేసి సంతకం చేస్తాడు అనమాట. సంతకం చేసి ఆ బిల్లుని మళ్ళీ ఎవరికి పంపించాలి? డ్రాయర్కే పంపిస్తాడు. ఎవరైతే బిల్లు రాస్తారో ఆ వ్యక్తికి మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ చేస్తారు. మరి డ్రాయర్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఇద్దరికీ బిల్లే అది. కానీ డ్రాయర్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఏమవుతుంది? అది బిల్లు వసూలు బిల్లు అవుతుంది. బిల్స్ రిసీవబుల్, వసూలు బిల్లులో అవుతుంది. మరి డ్రాయీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఏమవుతుంది? అది బిల్లు చెల్లింపు బిల్లులో అవుతుంది. బిల్స్ పేయబుల్ అంటే చెల్లింపు బిల్లులు అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ అండి 8th, ద అమౌంట్ ఈజ్ పేయబుల్ సర్టెన్ అంటే నాకు కానీ, నేను పంపిన వ్యక్తికి కానీ, బిల్లు తెచ్చిన వ్యక్తికి, బేరర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్, బిల్లు తెచ్చిన వ్యక్తికి కానీ పే చేయమని చెప్తున్నారు. ద అమౌంట్ ఈజ్ పేయబుల్ ఎయిదర్ టు, నాకు కానీ, ఆర్ అన్ ఏ సర్టెన్ పర్సన్, చెప్పిన ఏ వ్యక్తికి అయితే చెప్పా ఆ వ్యక్తికి కానీ, టు ఈజ్ ఆర్డర్ ఆర్ బేరర్ ఆఫ్ ద బిల్, ఎవరైతే బిల్లు తీసుకొచ్చారో ఆ బిల్లు తీసుకొచ్చిన వ్యక్తికి. పేయబుల్ టు ఆర్ సర్టెన్ ఏ పర్సన్ ఆర్ బేరర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్, నాకు కానీ, నేను చెప్పిన అందుట్లో మెన్షన్ చేసిన వ్యక్తికి కానీ, లేదా బిల్ అయితే ఎవరైతే తీసుకొచ్చారో ఆ వ్యక్తికి. ఎప్పుడు ఆన్ ద పేమెంట్ డేట్ దట్ బిల్ ఈజ్ kept into the person, that person is known as holder అంటారు, హోల్డర్. నెక్స్ట్ వస్తాయి ఎన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్ అనేది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ద అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ద బిల్ పేయబుల్ ఎయిదర్ ఆన్ డిమాండ్ ఆర్ ఆన్ ద ఎక్స్పైరీ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిక్స్డ్ పీరియడ్. డేట్ ఈస్ పీరియడ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ మెన్షన్ ఇన్ ద బిల్, దట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ నాట్ ఎ టైమ్ బిల్, డిమాండ్ బిల్. టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ బిల్స్ నెక్స్ట్ వస్తాయి, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ బిల్స్ అని. Demand bill or time bill. Demand bill means the amount of bills are payable either on demand. Check is the demand bill, and check is the demand bill and submitted into the bank, amount immediately paid by the banker to the customer. Check is the demand bill. On the expiry of the fixed period, bill mentioned a period is mentioned in the bill, that is known as time bill. That period is mentioned, the period is the term is expired, the date is known as due date or maturity date, that amount is paid by the drawee to the payee or drawer. On the expiry of a fixed period or a certain period is mentioned, that is known as time bill. Period is not mentioned, that is known as demand bill. Next one is it must be properly stamped. Government stamp is there, that must be stamped. That is the features of bills of exchange. Next one is the parties of bills of exchange. Parties of bills of exchange. There are 3 parties of bills of exchange: drawer, drawee, payee. There are 2 marks question. There are 3 parties in bills of exchange. One is the drawer, the second one is the drawee, the third one is the payee. Who is the drawer? Creditor is the drawer. Maker is the drawer. Who draws the bill? The person who draws the bill, that person is known as drawer or maker. Who is the drawer? Creditor is the drawer. Credit given by the creditor to the seller to the purchaser. Seller is the creditor. Creditor draws the bill. Who draws the bill? Creditor draws the bill. Who draws the bill? That person is known as drawer or maker. Creditor is the drawer. Who is the drawee? Who accepted the bill? Who accepted the bill? That person is known as drawee. Who accepted the bill? Debtor is accepted the bill. Debtor is accepted and signed and returned to the creditor or drawer. That bill is drawn by the creditor Who draws the bill? Creditor draws the bill. Creditor is the drawer. That bill is sent to debtor for acceptance. Debtor, that bill is accepted and signed and returned to the drawer. Who accepted the bill? That person is known as drawee. Debtor is the drawee. Payee. On the due date, certain period is expired. That date is known as due date or maturity date. The date is amount paid by the drawee to the third party or drawer. On the due date, the amount received on the bill, that person is known as payee. Sometimes drawer is the payee. Sometimes third party is the payee. Sometimes a drawer, that bill is transferred from the one person to the another person. Sometimes the bill is kept into the drawer. కొన్ని సమయాల్లో డ్రాయర్ బిల్లును తన దగ్గరే ఉంచుకుంటాడు. బిల్లు ఎవరైతే రాశారో ఆ బిల్లుని తన దగ్గరే ఉంచుకుంటే గడువు తేదీన 3 నెలల్లో 2 నెలల గడువు ఉంటుంది. ఆ గడువు తేదీ అయిపోగానే ఆ బిల్లు మొత్తాన్ని ఎవరు చెల్లించాలి? డెటార్, డ్రాయర్కి పే చేయాలి. బిల్లు డ్రాయర్ దగ్గర ఉంటే డ్రాయర్కి పే చేస్తారు. బిల్లు ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంటే వాళ్ళకి పే చేస్తారు. బిల్లు ఎవరి దగ్గరైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కాబట్టి, బదిలీ చేసుకోవచ్చు కాబట్టి బిల్లు ఎవరి దగ్గరైనా ఉండొచ్చు. లాస్ట్లో గడువు తేదీన బిల్లు ఎవరి దగ్గరైనా ఉంటే ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉందో వాళ్ళకి పే చేస్తారు. ఎవరు పే చేస్తారు? డ్రాయీ. బిల్లు ఎవరైతే సబ్మిట్ చేస్తారో డ్యూ డేట్న డ్రాయీకి, అతనికి అమౌంట్ డ్రాయరే సబ్మిట్ చేయొచ్చు, థర్డ్ పార్టీ సబ్మిట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎవరైతే సబ్మిట్ చేస్తారో వాళ్ళకి పే చేస్తారు. ఎవరు పే చేస్తారు? డ్రాయీ పే చేస్తాడు. ఎవరికి? డ్రాయర్కి కానీ థర్డ్ పార్టీకి కానీ పే చేస్తారు. దట్ పర్సన్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ పే. హూ ఆర్ దట్ అమౌంట్ రిసీవ్డ్ ఆన్ ద మెచ్యూరిటీ డేట్, దట్ పర్సన్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ పేయీ. సమ్టైమ్స్ డ్రాయీ, సమ్టైమ్స్ థర్డ్ పార్టీ డ్రాయీ. నా వీడియో నచ్చినట్టయితే లైక్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి.